Hi everyone, I'm going to show us how we're going to start this monochromatic project with a monochromatic value study. The things you will need out for this are whatever color you're choosing to do for your project. So if I choose to do blues for my project, I would have blue paint, but I'm going to choose red today. So first step is to take this thin value strip. You should have one in your portfolio. If you do not have one of these, please let me know and I will get one to you as soon as possible. I'm going to put my name on the back and then I'm going to flip it over. Okay, this way if it comes back to school at some point, I have it. My first step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my water and my red paint. At this point, we should know how this works. You don't have to do more than 2 coats. 1 coat is enough. I just need to see that you can mix these colors. And I use like little rectangles. You can just use paint swatches if you want, and that works fine. So that's step 1. While I let that dry, I'm just gonna do quick numbering. So I have red, right? Red's my color. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? I'm gonna make tints, which is adding white to red. And then I'm gonna make shades as well, which is adding black to red. So if you really like pinks, the red is a great color to choose because that's ultimately what you're gonna get. So to start, for my palette, I'm gonna take a big scoop of red paint here. Okay, so I have solid red down. I'm gonna start with the tints and then I'll do the shades after. So I'm gonna take a scoop of red. I'm gonna clean my brush here. And I'm gonna add a tiny bit of white to this pile. Some of you who are in school have seen me mix paint before, and this is how I mix paint. I kind of mix one pile and get other colors from it. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit more. I wanna show that there's a little bit of a jump. Okay, so I'm gonna go right up here. I'm gonna put my tints. It doesn't matter which way you go, as long as you get there, okay? So once I have that color down, it's a shade lighter than this. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more white to this pile. You can scoop and add that way. I like to work just within the pile. Just make sure you don't mess up. You can do tons of other little piles, so that is definitely, add a little bit more, one a little lighter. All right, so I know this shade on my palette is lighter than this one here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that at the 2. Then I'm gonna add a big scoop of white. Mixing my paint, picking it up, pushing it down, not stirring it, takes forever, just kind of mushing it around. There's 3, okay? I'm just gonna rinse. I have a lot of paint on my brush. Add another scoop of white, mixing the whole pile, making a big, big pile of paint. Okay, that is a little lighter. Sometimes you wanna just check next to that color that's there. Okay. And obviously these colors extend past this, but you know, for time's sake, we're only going to do 5, but you can have way more colors than this, and I'll show you how light I can get this pile in a moment. Okay, there's 5. Yeah, it's lighter than that. Good. And like if I really wanted to, I could keep going. So you can 5, let's say I just went to 6, right? That's a really light, it's a really big jump. 7, you know, you can get this pile really, really light. Okay, so that's how we do the tints and the shades. So we have tons of colors to work with, from lights and darks. So we're gonna go ahead and mix the darker half of this pile here, right? I'm gonna grab a brush. I'm gonna grab, once again, a really big pile of red. Now our black paint is super, super saturated, so just make sure once you grab some, even take that off, okay? So same thing, I'm gonna mix this in really, really good, and you can already start to see it go from that bright red to like a little bit darker, and that's exactly what we want, okay? Use, like I said, I like to use the same pile of paint. You can definitely then take like this pile, scoop it over, add a little more black, and do it that way and have 5 different piles of paint. That works too. For the project, you'll probably want to do that. But for right now, you can just work within the same pile. Okay, good. I'm getting darker as I move down this value study or value scale. All right. Okay. Add a tiny bit more black. You want to see the jump in color. That's really what you're looking for. All right, and lastly, and obviously you can get this really, really dark too. You can get it almost a black. I'll show you that on my palette. All right, so if you like tones like this, it might help to do a blue, or red, I'm sorry, I did blue before. But you can definitely get this color darker. I'm gonna just do some extra ones. We only have to do 5. All right, so that is how we make our value strip. This is gonna be 20 points of classwork going towards this project. And next video, I will be showing you how to start. I did one before with the blues too, just so you have an idea. So whatever color you're working on your project, that's what you're going to use for your value strip. It makes no sense to use a different color because otherwise you won't know how to work with that color. You have tons of colors at your disposal, so just make sure that you are mixing enough paint. If you are working with a color that is not a primary color, so say you want to do violet, green, orange, mix a huge pile of that paint, something similar to this, so you have a lot to work with. That is my suggestion for this value study. Make sure your name is on the back. You're going to take a photo when you're done and you're going to post it to Google Classroom. Okay, I hope this helps, and I hope my mixing and painting techniques helped a little bit. Any questions, you can always email me or ask us during class. I'd love to answer them, and I'd love to help you guys out. All right, so hopefully we can get these done to move on to our painting.